Welcome back, guys, to another video. We wanted to say thank you again to Mr. Mohib, the man, the myth, the legend, Mohib. We're going to be telling you why it is important to be persuasive. This one is for you.
You're the man, Mohib. Guys. Persuasion.
Why is it important to be a persuasive person? Kick it off, Asher.
Well, haha, put me in the spot. Being persuasive is something you develop when you have good communication skills. You need to be persuasive to be a good salesman. That being said, there's a couple of things that you can do as individuals to make yourself more persuasive.
Like what?
Well, first things first. Number one, it's pretty self-explanatory. People like people, if that makes sense. A people person.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, it means that you're personable, right? You're charismatic, you're smiley, you're a positive person. I don't care, like maybe the assholes don't like positive people, but nobody likes them anyways. People like positive people. When we say salesman smile, being persuasive is going to assist you in all realms of human endeavor. Shout out Top G. No matter what you're doing, like we just said, salesmen, of course, are good persuaders because they have to be. And that, like we say, they kind of believe in what they're saying, because if you don't believe in what you're saying, nobody else will.
Yeah, who will?
So in order to sell somebody else, you gotta sell yourself first. You have to make sure you believe in what you're saying before you sell somebody else.
Manipulation has always been seen for some reason as a negative, but it's not always negative. Manipulation has this negative connotation that you're making somebody do what you want them to do. Persuasion is a form of manipulation, and it's not always bad. Persuasion can be good, it can be positive, or it can be negative, and it depends on how you do it. So, persuasion is a form of manipulation. And why is it important to manipulate people? In a good way. If you are looking out for yourself and others, you have to be able to persuade people into believing what you're saying. And persuasion is a beautiful thing that you can do, whether it's business, whether it's meeting a girl, meeting a guy, whether it is you want to sell something, whether it's making somebody believe what you're saying, or arguments, debating. If you are persuasive, let's say you have a good character, you look them in the eyes, you have that smile, or you have the confidence, one of the two, people are more likely to believe you. And if people believe you and then act on what you're saying, that is what persuasion is.
They're much more likely to act on what you're saying. Like you said, if you believe in what you're saying, people like people. I'm gonna say it again, people like people.
And why is persuasion useful? Because this world is difficult, and working as a team is way better than working alone. And what's one way you can work as a team? You have to persuade people into agreeing with something. Us doing these videos, we have persuaded each other this is more beneficial than going out and working alone.
Agreed.
Everything that you do with other people has to be a form of persuasion. It doesn't matter what it is. And it's not always person to person. You might not even realize it, because you go to a store to buy some clothes. You think that you are choosing which clothes you want to buy. You're not. You're being persuaded by social media. You're being persuaded by whatever is socially acceptable.
What is he wearing?
You're being persuaded by the companies that make them, the designers. Almost everything that happens in life is a persuasion.
Persuasion is everywhere, in everything. It's a good example. I wasn't thinking that way, but it's facts. Everything you do is being persuaded.
So why is it good to have persuasive skills? Because if you don't, what are you gonna get? If you have a business, you cannot get anybody to buy without persuading them to buy, no matter what it is. If you work for a job, you couldn't have gotten the job without having a good interview and persuading them that you were the right candidate. Everything is persuasion. When it comes to college, you have to get, let's say, good grades in high school to apply to this college. If you want to get the scholarship, you have to persuade this college.
And these college girls to give you stuff. Mohib, hope you like that one, buddy. But being persuasive, if you let it be, can be used positively in any realm of human endeavor. Like he said, you have to persuade somebody, a job interview. You want to persuade them into saying, okay, I can fill this spot very well, better than anybody else could. Well, I like this girl. How can I persuade her to going out to eat with me? How can I persuade her to coming back to my crib after we eat? You know what I'm saying?
And people see that as a negative. They think, oh, you're just manipulating me. You're just saying what you want. You're just doing what you think is the right thing to do to get me to do this.
Give her what she wants to hear.
But you can do it that way, and we don't support that. The idea is to be persuasive, you have to be yourself. But if you want to be persuasive, you have to change who you are. If you're not good at giving eye contact, you have to practice giving eye contact. If you're not good at being a positive person, you're unlikely for people to be persuaded by you in any endeavor, whether it's a job, whether it's college, whether it's a business. Everything is persuasion, and that is why the art of persuasion, it's an art. Because I know when I go to a job interview, I get the f***ing job. I get the job.
He does.
When
always.
you go to to an interview, you get the fucking job.
I do. Always.
Because there is an art to this, right? It's a skill. And just so you guys know, a study at Brown University that salesmen who are persuasive and positive sell about 6.2 times more sales than the person who does not practice these persuasive skills.
And now you might be at home saying, well, this is all I do. I just watch YouTube all day. I can't communicate well. I can't talk well. Just like anything.
Yeah.
These are things that can be learned. You get good at what you spend time at.
You get good at what you spend time at. And these people at home are saying, I can't do that. That is why not only do we have the study at Brown, but there's a study at Harvard saying that the people that try to do it almost always do it. People that try to get out there and do what they want and achieve their goals are 4 times more likely to say that they are happy and content where they're at by the age of 55.
That's crazy. This will be kind of directed towards a slight audience here, someone like me, right? I got confidence when I talk, I have confidence in whatever I do, but sometimes I talk way too f***ing fast. Now, to dial in this communication skill, one of the things you have to work on is talking slower, talking more clearly, speaking more clearly. Literally, there's been videos, go back. I talk like a maniac.
Welcome back, guys. Yes.
But guess what? Listen to your boy now, talking a little bit better. Anyways, I'm just saying that anybody can work on their skills like this. Right now, you get a buddy sitting across the table, you can just work on talking slower. Maybe you get a girlfriend you're hanging out with, you always talk too fast. Slow down your words, try to be more clear. Pronunciate each individual syllable and letter. Like literally, think about each word you're saying and try to pronunciate each letter. But that being said, these are things that you can definitely work on. Everybody can work on things. I would say I'm a good salesman, right? We run business, I run an exterior cleaning business, he runs seal coating. We're both good at persuading, communicating. We have good social skills. But guess what? You can always get better at anything. That's why we say practice pronunciating each letter in your words. Slow down your words. Be more clear. Before you're gonna talk on the phone, you got a customer calling. This is what I always do. Just from that, maybe it's placebo or something, but I always talk way more clear after doing that every single time. Little things you can practice. I'm trying to say the fact that you can work on any of these things over and over again, get better at anything. Okay, you might be a good salesman, you might be a good communicator, but you can always get better.
I think one of the most important things about persuasion is say what you mean and mean what you say. Because you cannot persuade somebody into doing something or believing something or buying something that you don't agree with, that you don't believe in, that you don't mean.
That's right. That's right.
Stand behind your words if you want to be a persuasive person.
And talk with your eyes. Well, talk with your mouth, but you can't talk with your eyes. I just meant, use your eyes when you talk.
Eyes up here. Eyes up
Yeah,
here.
eyes up here. God.
Thank you guys for watching another video at Thryve Empire. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell button, because we have what you need.
If you guys have any questions in the further videos, whether it's communicating skills, dealing with under pressure, like Mr. Mohib right here asking us questions, we'd love to answer your questions, guys. Stay tuned. Great videos on the way. Thryve Empire. Mohib.